F1. And this one in the middle is Mwami F1. It's a new tomato that we've just introduced on the market. And on my left, this is the Alhambra F1. So for those that are into tomato, you will agree with me that your market requirements for tomato are quite different. There are some customers or your clients who want a very big tomato and very firm. There are some clients who want a medium-sized tomato, which is medium and deep red. We have that in our product basket, which is the Mwami F1. Then we have there are some of your clients who want a very long shelf life for a tomato, and maybe for the supermarket. That is the tomato here with the Alhambra F1. So out of all these three varieties, the Candela F1, the characteristic is that it's slightly a bigger fruit and very firm. So if you are looking at shelf life, Candela is your tomato for you. But not to say the Mwami and the Alhambra are not firm as well. The Mwami is deep red. As you can see, I'll allow you to go in once we're just done with a short discussion. If you look at the Mwami, it's deep red and also firm, but it's a medium-sized tomato. So if you're looking at your Soweto market, the marketeers are very sensitive when it comes to the color of the color of the tomato. They love the deep red. You go for the Mwami. If you are looking at your supermarket, you can go for the Alhambra. Why? Because the supermarkets prefer a tomato with a very long shelf life, and Alhambra is the answer to that. Why? Because it has a green shoulder. Not to say a green shoulder, I know the women here will be like, green shoulder, then the soup is not going to be nice. But the advantage for that is that it has a longer shelf life. It goes over 14 days and so. So the supermarkets prefer your Spars, your Pick and Pays. They prefer the tomato with a green shoulder. So it depends with your market. What are you looking for? Seedco, it starts with the right seed. So we have the three varieties that are able to be supplied to according to your market needs. So the Candela, the Alhambra, the Mwami F1, they are the varieties that you can try. Then the other thing when we'll talk about the yield is when you're looking at your tomatoes, I know most farmers will be like, we want a tomato that is very, very, what's the English term?
Indeterminate.
Is it tall or long? What's the right?
Tall.
Taller than me. But one thing you should know is that a tomato variety that gives you at least 18 clusters per plant is a very good tomato variety. So all our tomatoes that you are seeing, the three, on average per plant, they should give you at least we're talking about 2 kgs per plant. That's the average kgs that they should give you. Why? Because these clusters, if you look at the fruit size, for example, for the Candela, this is about 180 grams to 220 grams. Yeah. So the total number of fruits on this plant goes up to 18. You can even get more depending on the feeding programs, and I know Syngenta is here, the nutrition programs, the chemical programs that you administer to the crop. So our varieties are good. They're good yielders. For the Candela, you're talking of an average fruit size of 180 to 220 grams. For the medium-sized Mwami F1 is giving you about 160 to 180. It's medium. For the Alhambra, it's the same range of 160, 180 grams. So it depends also again with your market needs. What is your market looking for? Do they want the bigger tomato or they want the medium-sized tomato? So we have everything in the product catalog. On the disease package, I know most of you are going to say, Tuta, we want something for Tuta. The crop obviously has been affected by the fact that we are also planting outside. I know you've seen some very bad tomato outside there. Before we put something on the market, we try to do the trials so that we see what product are we putting on the market first before it comes to you, the farmer. So now, this tomato has been affected by Tuta, yes. But aside from that, you can see how healthy the crop is looking despite the Tuta attack. So our disease package is also very good. You need to find a tomato that is very suitable for diseases, both rain-filled and summer crops. So our varieties, what is the best time to plant? I'm happy to tell you that our varieties perform well all year round. They perform very well. So if you want to plant off-season, you can either plant the Candela, you can plant the Mwami, you can plant the Alhambra. If you want to, again, it still comes back to your market needs. What does your market want? But this is what fits into our market segments and also into our portfolio. So this is the right seed, and we encourage you to go for the best. Any questions?
Do you have anyone that does seedlings?
Yes, we do. So we have what we call the young plant raisers dotted around the country. Where are you based, sir?
I stay in Lusaka, but I plant my tomato in Chiwombo.
In Chiwombo.
So I have to get seedlings from either Lusaka or somewhere area.
Okay, so Sunshine is our young plant raiser there. So what normally happens when you want the seedlings, you just give us a call. We place an order for you. They'll raise it for you.
And the mud as well.
Yes. For the seedlings, of course, we have to do the hardening so that it is suitable for the environment. Anything else? Okay. Okay.
Just to add one, for farmers that are actually in a low-lying area where you immediately have to just challenge
yeah, but with this one, it's maintained. Because mostly, varieties will give you good quality fruits, medium. But as you go upward, but you can even see this one still maintaining the size of the fruit. Yeah.
They want a medium size. But your ShopRite, you pick up they want a bigger fruit because of salads.
You can do the pruning at the beginning, then just leave the other branches to keep growing. Why? Because you can't maintain its open field. You also need that coverage of the fruit. And then the other thing is that because of that consistent, especially the Candela, it doesn't matter whether it's in the green field, in the open field, or in the greenhouse. The fruit size is just maintained. It's very consistent.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's an advantage because you don't lose the quality of the food as well.
Look at the shelf life. Because shelf life plays a very important role in tomato production. You know, when you look at the market scenario, the way it is in Zambia now, most people are growing their tomatoes all the way from Lusaka, taking them to where? To Kasumbalesa. Yeah. So you need a tomato variety. When it's ripened like this one, if you can touch it, it's very firm. It's firm. So it means it's assuring you to say you keep it on the shelf for a longer period of time. Yeah. So this is the quality that you need. So all these varieties that you have here, they have got firm. They are firm, in fact. So that normally when you are taking them even to Sumbalesa, they will reach the place in good quality and you're able to sell them right away. So that's one point that you should take. Then the other thing that I can mention is that probably when you look at these plants, so when you grow them in the open field, they will still maintain the vigor. Why is vigor important in tomato production? Probably it will help you preventing your fruit from the sun scorch. Because if you grow a plant which is more open in the open field, the fruit will be scorched. So when they get scorched, they lose the market value. So you need a more vigor plant that will hide the fruits under the canopy. So that as you are harvesting.
So that's harvesting. And then you start the first picking at 75, 80 days. You start picking, taking to the market.
Yeah. So you go early in the market.
Yeah.
That, oh. This is Vikima.
Okay, thank you so much. We are here at Seedco trial site. where we are just showcasing different crop varieties as regards to vegetables. Here where I'm standing in between two varieties of tomatoes which are determinants. This one is Petra Rosa, then this one is HTX14F1. They are determinant tomatoes, and you can see they are shorter plants as compared to these others on my far right. So the beauty with this variety that probably they will fall under what we call a low cost of production, because normally when you grow them on a large scale, you don't even want some form of trellising. You just leave them to lie down. So this is the beauty with these varieties. And the other thing is that probably you do more cycles of this than the indeterminants. So on the cost of production, you're looking at a low cost of production as compared to the determinants. They are dual purpose tomatoes. Why am I saying they are dual purpose tomatoes? They are both processing and maybe fresh market varieties, where you can use them as fresh market varieties. You can also use them as processing tomatoes to make the tomato paste and other products. So they are good varieties. You can grow them throughout the year, and they have got good resistance to most of these fungal and the bacterial diseases. And they are variety that will give you a good yield. The yield is maximum is about 90 tons per hectare, but there are some farmers that has come back to us to say, me, I did more than the 90 hectares, so tons per hectare. So it depends the management. The more you put in, the more you get. So this is the beauty of these varieties. I think for those starters in the tomato business, I would encourage them to go for this, because you're looking at a low cost of production than indeterminate varieties. Thank you so much.